Have you ever had one of those days, the kind where you've got everything planned out down to the minute and then one tiny thing changes and suddenly your whole world feels like it's tilting off its axis? Yeah, it's not just you. Today, we are going to get into exactly why those small, seemingly insignificant changes can feel so incredibly overwhelming. It's such a physical feeling, isn't it? It's not just being a little annoyed. No, it's this deep, primal sense of panic. This quote just nails it. It's like you were walking on solid ground, and then all of a sudden, it's gone. That feeling of losing your balance, that's very, very real. All right, so let's walk through this. Picture it. You know exactly how your day is supposed to unfold. You've got it all mapped out in your head. And then, poof, a meeting gets moved. Your usual coffee shop is closed. For a lot of people, that's just a tiny blip on the radar. But for you, it's the start of something way more intense. And this is what's happening on the inside, right? It's an immediate, full-body response. Your heart starts pounding. Your brain just freezes. It's like hitting a mental brick wall. That calm, predictable path you were on has just turned into this chaotic mess of new decisions and variables. And let me be clear, this is not an overreaction. It is a system overload. Okay, and this is so important. There is this massive canyon between how other people see this reaction and what is actually going on inside your head. And honestly, this misunderstanding is at the heart of the whole problem. So let's break this down. From the outside, looking in, someone might see your distress and think, wow, they're being so inflexible, or they're just trying to be controlling. But on the inside, you are experiencing a total loss of safety. Your brain is swamped, that's the cognitive overload, and what you're feeling is real, genuine panic. Those external labels, they just don't even come close to the internal reality. So what if we just flip the script on this? This question right here, it changes everything. What if this intense need for things to go according to plan isn't some kind of personality flaw? What if it's a deep, fundamental, neurological need for your brain to function and feel safe in the world? And that's exactly where this leads us. You see, for a neurodivergent mind, a routine isn't just a nice to have. It's not about simple comfort or being efficient. We are talking about something so much more essential: emotional safety. It's a non-negotiable survival tool for getting through a world that often feels way too loud and way too unpredictable. This concept right here is the key to understanding everything. Routine scaffolding. I love that term. Think about it like the steel frame of a skyscraper. It's that essential, predictable structure that holds your entire day up. You don't build it to control anyone else. You build it so you can withstand the chaos of everyday life. Seriously, let's just sit with that for a second. This is not an exaggeration. For so many people, routines are just as vital as breathing. They are not a luxury. They are a fundamental requirement for staying psychologically and emotionally stable. So what really happens when that scaffolding suddenly collapses? When a plan changes out of the blue, it sets off this massive, invisible chain reaction inside your brain. It has a real cognitive cost. So let's look at what that actually looks like. Okay, here's how it goes down. Step 1, the routine breaks. Instantly, the cognitive floodgates just burst open. All of those little decisions that were on autopilot are now thrown into manual mode. Your brain is forced to start recalculating everything from square one. And that right there is what completely overloads the nervous system. It leads straight to that feeling of panic and just shutting down. And this is the main takeaway. The panic, it isn't really about the dinner plans changing or your commute being different. It's about the structure itself vanishing into thin air. It is that terrifying, gut-wrenching feeling of the floor disappearing from under you because the very framework that makes the world make sense has just been yanked away. But here's the good news. You don't have to live in that state of constant burnout and exhaustion. This right here is the turning point. We can actually shift from feeling bad about how our brains work to actively building a life that supports them. It's all about moving away from self-doubt and stepping into self-advocacy. And here is how we can start. First and foremost, stop looking at this as a personal failure. It is not a flaw, it is a physiological reality. Once you get that, you can start being intentional. You can build environments and systems that work with your brain, not constantly fight against it. When you organize your world around things you can rely on, you're not just dodging stress, you are turning your amazing structured mind into a huge advantage. And I want to leave you with this thought. Your need for order, for routine, for things to be predictable, it's not a bug in your system, it's a feature. It is the very architecture that supports a unique and often absolutely brilliant way of seeing the world. So the question isn't how to get rid of it. The real question is, how are you going to protect it?